long. It should be recording now. If it's not, who cares? Good morning, gamers. It's your boy Sans the Moose here, and I just had an insane story today. So basically, how do I explain this? I was hanging out with my friends at my park, public park. I'm not gonna name names, but if they wanna, have their name in the thing, they can. But also, I'm sorry if you can hear button clicking. It's me on my controller. But that's the fact of that. So basically, what happened was we're hanging out at a park, and someone who's the lady, who is a Karen, didn't have the Karen haircut, but it was a Karen, was sitting right next to us. We had no clue who it was. So we were just, hanging out. We saw a bag of Cheetos. We're like, hot Cheetos to be exact. We're like, okay. Then we saw a fresh can of Dr. Pepper. Not sponsored. And we're like, okay, whose Dr. Pepper is this? So basically, no one answered. Right? So we were just standing there, waiting for someone to answer us. My dad comes over. It was like, hey, why are you touching our stuff? We're like, because we were asking who this was. The lady that was sitting right next to us comes up and is like, stop touching our stuff. Or like, get out. Get the F out, man. Get out. You're cursing in front of kids. Get out. I'll call the cops. I'm like, the cops are not going to do anything. She's like, I'll call the cops the F out. So, and we're like, okay, we're joking around. And then she's like, do you even know who I am? I'm like, you're a Karen. So then we leave. I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'll go back. Because it's a winning battle. What are the cops going to do? Oh, what are they going to do? Ban us? No. What are they going to bring us to? They're going to, they were standing near your stuff? 3 years, life sentence of a jail. So basically, I went back to, go on the slides, because it's, once again, a public park, right? I go back to go on slides. One of my friends, who I'm going to name Jerome. So Jerome was like, dude, come back, please. I'm like, dude, all I'm doing is on the slides. He's like, come back, please. I'm like, hold on. So I got off the slides, and I come back. Afterwards, we're like, blah, blah, blah. Even if they call the cops, we win. So me and this kid, who I'm going to call Jerome. No, who I'm going to call John. John and Jerome, and a couple other kids. So basically, John and Jerome, who are actually not the real names, were like, John was like, okay, we should go back, just to go on the slides. I'm like, okay. So we went back on the slides. We were talking, like, okay, even if they do call the cops, what are they going to do? And then I'm like, we're just white boys doing what white boys do. It's basically a parody of, what the blonde boys. So then we're like, okay, as long as we just don't, he was like, okay, let's sit right next to him. Like, that's, over the line. The Karen, oh yeah, I forgot to say this in the beginning. The Karen's husband looks like a pedophile. Saying that, so, pedophile parent Karen and her husband. Wait, no, you know what I mean. So we're like, no, that's a bad idea. But we should go to where there's a place area where there's like bars and stuff. So we went over there. Went over to the bars. Did things. Hung out there. We saw the cops. Jerome was like, dude, the cops here. I'm like, no, they're not. He's like, yeah, they're like right there. I look, there's a cop walking. I'm like, oh no, on our permanent record. Or we're gonna have called cops thanks to hot Cheetos. So after that, right, the cops talked to us. We're like, what's the issue? I'm like, they're yelling at us and screaming at us because we were asking whose Dr. Pepper is this? He was like, okay, well, she was saying that, you're being annoying and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is what happened. Basically, we're, being kids, doing what kids do. And we saw hot Cheetos. We accidentally knocked it down. I'll take the blame for that. The hot Cheetos, I will 100% take the blame. But she was yelling at us, telling us to get the F out, do this and do this. So I'm like, I know we're in the wrong for the hot Cheetos. But the Dr. Pepper, she was sitting right next to us. She literally just could have just said, "Oh, this is mine." We would have left. Then John was like, "Yeah, something," and he said, I didn't hear the rest because I zoned out for a little bit. And he's like, "Yeah, I was thirsty." The cop, Mr. Meme with an M, was like, "Oh, so you're gonna drink?" He's like, "That's not at all what I was saying." He's like, "Yeah, but you said you're thirsty," and I'm like, and he's like, "Oh yeah, but I wasn't gonna drink it." He's like, "Okay." Afterwards, tell him, "Listen, if you're gonna tell things to a cop, make sure you say them smartly. Don't tell him like what you're gonna, like what we were thinking." So after that, after we had our conversation, he's like, "All right, so just stay out of the park for today." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Sorry for like the inconvenience." He's like, "It's okay." And I was like, "Wait, before you go, can we just talk about how she was screaming at us to leave at a public park?" Like, I would have been perfectly fine with it. She's like, "Hey, can you not touch her stuff?" But no. She was screaming at us. He's like, "Oh, okay." So then and then a couple kids who I'm not going to give names because I'm hard remembering names here, was like, we're like, "Dude, the cop just got called on us for hot Cheetos." You're like, "No way." We explained what was happening. And then Mr. Meme with an N was like, "Oh, why are you guys still here?" I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get involved. Brandon was like, not Brandon. That's the guy's name. What's his name? Jerome, John, whatever. The guy that I was talking to, screw it, John. John was like, "Oh." He's like, "Oh, because I came here to hang out." We're like, "Well, yeah, we told her to leave." Once again, I'm not saying anything because I was thinking if they do tell me what to do stuff, I was thinking what to do. And then Mr. If you continue talking back, I'm going to send you to the headquarters and talk to your mommy, was like, "Well, if you continue talking back to an officer, I'm going to bring you back to the, headquarters and call your mommy." We're like, "Okay." Well, he said okay. I was still silent because I don't want to get involved. We go back, right? I don't know, Jerome's and other kid who I'm not gonna say his name was like, if they tell me their side, I'll make another story. That's it. After that, nothing really happened. But yeah, Karen called the cops. And afterwards, we're being retards. But mine's the fact of that. It was fun. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on the video. If you didn't, tell me why. And leave a like on the video. Because if you don't leave a like, no joke, no scam, I will come to your house and steal all your Doritos. No, steal all your hot Cheetos. Listen, I don't make the rules, I just follow them. No, I make the rules, I follow them. And I follow them. So, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, like I said. And see you guys next time. Peace. And before I go, actually, if you're still here somehow, I have an announcement to make. Today is Candy Skull's birthday. So if you can, go to his video and say happy birthday. Tell him I sent you. And also tell him that to upload content, please. And that's it. See you guys next time. Well, I gotta exit out of this, so let's just do that. Peace.